Do high blood sugar levels and clogged arteries get you down? Well, don't be blue, get blue. Foods. Is it hard to imagine the world's most striking color painted on foods? Your eyes aren't deceiving you. Blue is perhaps the most rare primary color found in nature. In fact, less than 1 in 10 plants have blue flowers, and very few animals are naturally blue. Why is that? And why is the shade royal blue only about 200 years old? We'll explain. And we're going to show you why there are a few key, naturally blue, nutrition-packed foods which can help you better manage your blood sugar levels while also aiding your arterial health. So let's dive right into 7 beautifully blue foods that cleanse arteries and lower blood sugar. Did you know that Mother Nature does not truly have perfectly blue pigments to be utilized by plants and animals? Some plants, like delphiniums, create the illusion of blue flowers by mixing their naturally occurring pigments. Certain animals, like the blue morpho butterfly, appears blue by virtue of the shape of her wing scales, which causes light to bend and reflect back to our eyes in a blue wavelength. Blue is so rare to find in nature, in fact, that it became the color of royalty. As the story goes, the shade of royal blue was created by a consortium of mills in England and used to dye a robe for Queen Charlotte in the early 1800s. But where can you find the color blue among your favorite fruits, vegetables, and even seafood? Believe it or not, they're out there. So let's explore the best blue foods for your arteries and your blood sugar, starting with number 7, blue elderberries. These tart treats are unique as they are toxic in raw form and they need to be cooked to be eaten. But once you do, you can gain a wealth of health benefits. That's because elderberries are a great source of powerful antioxidants, including phenolic acids, polyphenols, FLAVONOLS, anthocyanins, and PROANTHOCYANIDINS, which can help reduce artery-damaging oxidative stress. And these anti-inflammatory compounds have been shown to relax coronary arteries, which helps to lower blood pressure. They also improve lipid profiles by increasing artery-cleansing HDL cholesterol, while decreasing levels of artery-clogging LDL cholesterol. In fact, studies have shown that elderberry juice may reduce both blood fat and cholesterol levels. Other research suggests that elderberries may reduce levels of uric acid in the blood, which further helps to lower blood pressure. Plus, blue elderberries are a great source of vitamin C, which not only helps boost immunity, it protects your arterial cells from free radical damage. And vitamin C also works to prevent LDL cholesterol from oxidizing into arterial plaque. On top of all that, vitamin C can benefit post-meal blood sugar by slowing digestion, improving glucose tolerance, and studies suggest that it may also increase long-term insulin sensitivity. Studies have even shown that diabetic lab rats experienced improved blood sugar control after being fed elderberry. Can you guess the naturally blue seafood that can aid arterial health? And why have we included a certain red food on this blue list? The answers and more are just ahead. First, you'll be shocked and amazed by number 6, blue tomatoes. While true blue tomatoes are not exactly natural to our planet, an Oregon State University professor spent 12 years crossbreeding tomatoes until the Indigo rose tomato was born. And now there are other varieties of blue-colored tomatoes, including the Blue Bayou and the Fahrenheit Blue. These tomatoes get their color from their high supply of anthocyanins, powerful antioxidant pigments, which aid your arteries by reducing harmful LDL cholesterol, while increasing artery-cleansing HDL cholesterol. Plus, anthocyanins can improve glucose metabolism and insulin sensitivity. Meanwhile, blue tomatoes and blue tomato extract contain PETUNIDINS, anthocyanins, which offer even more protection against oxidative stress. Blue tomatoes also give you all the classic benefits of red tomatoes, including their excellent supply of anti-diabetes, pro-heart health B vitamins, vitamin K, magnesium, phosphorus, and potassium. Did you know? Getting appropriate amounts of potassium is associated with a reduced risk of multiple cardiovascular issues. It has also been shown to lower blood pressure, aid kidney health, and improve glucose control. And of course, blue tomatoes, just like red tomatoes, give you lycopene, which has been found to reduce blood pressure while preventing the oxidation of LDL cholesterol in the arteries. Oh, and lycopene also works to improve insulin sensitivity. We'll show you a strikingly blue variety of grape that supplies extra heart health benefits. That's coming up next. Now, let's take a trip to blue waters, where we'll find number 5, tuna and lingcod. Yes, tuna can be classified as a blue animal, as they tend to have a blue streak running across the tops of their bodies. But if that isn't quite blue enough for you, you can also try lingcod. The flesh of this fish is true blue. Lingcod get their blue color by virtue of living in shallow waters, where blue-green algae bloom. Scientists believe that eating these chlorophyll-rich algae gives lingcod meat that odd blue hue. But if that looks unappetizing, don't worry. Once cooked, lingcod becomes white and flaky. Like tuna, this fatty fish is low in calories, carbs, and saturated fat, but high in protein and omega-3 fatty acids. Eating protein slows digestion, which aids glucose control. Getting more omega-3s improves endothelial function, meaning this type of fat can strengthen the integrity of your arterial walls. In fact, the Postgraduate Medical Journal stated that omega-3s can reduce the risk of death from cardiovascular diseases. Lingcod and tuna offer a variety of other diabetes-fighting, heart-aiding antioxidants, including iron, magnesium, phosphorus, selenium, and the beneficial B vitamins cobalamin, niacin, and pyridoxine. In fact, lingcod is extremely high in vitamin B12, aka cobalamin, which plays a crucial role in red blood cell formation. Lingcod is also a great source of niacin, which has been shown to lower LDL cholesterol and triglycerides. So don't be afraid to get blue seafood with tuna or lingcod. After all, the American Diabetes Association recommends eating fatty fish, especially tuna, twice per week. What other blue ocean oddity can be especially helpful for your arteries? That's just ahead. First, let's meet number 4, Concord grapes. Blue Concord grapes, like all grapes, are rich in antioxidant polyphenols, which help to reduce inflammation, oxidative stress, and blood pressure, all of which aid in the treatment of heart disease and diabetes. Specifically, Concord grapes give you the polyphenolic compound resveratrol, which helps your body produce nitric oxide. That works to relax blood vessels, thereby lowering blood pressure. The American Journal of Cardiology verified that grape resveratrol decreases inflammation, and several animal studies have found that resveratrol can work to lower artery clogging LDL cholesterol while improving levels of heart-aiding HDL cholesterol. Research also shows that resveratrol can increase insulin sensitivity while protecting insulin-producing pancreatic beta cells. Naturally, Concord grapes supply plenty of other diabetes-fighting, artery-aiding antioxidants, including vitamins A and C, calcium, and potassium. And believe it or not, studies now show that this is one fruit juice that can really benefit your health. Studies show that Concord grape juice can reduce blood pressure for hypertensive men, and it may also work to lower cholesterol. Plus, Concord grapes and their juice can be great for your brain, especially as you age. In fact, a study from the American Chemical Society found that, thanks to its high polyphenol content, Concord grape juice supplementation can enhance neurocognitive function in older adults with mild memory decline. What do all these benefits add up to for Concord grapes? Well, studies have concluded that eating grapes daily can reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease by over 50%. Other research suggests that consuming grapes regularly may significantly decrease insulin resistance. What red food have we crowned today's #1 blue food for your arteries? And why? Stay tuned. The answer is about to be revealed. First, let's go back to the sea for number 3, blue algae spirulina. This blue-green algae is believed to be one of the oldest life forms on our planet. Spirulina gets its bluish hue from the anti-inflammatory antioxidant phycocyanin, which has been shown to combat free radical damage and oxidative stress. This can help prevent LDL cholesterol from oxidizing into arterial plaque. Plus, spirulina is chock full of digestion-slowing protein, which aids blood sugar regulation. And it contains a wealth of beneficial micronutrients, including vitamins C and E, copper, iron, magnesium, and potassium. Did you know magnesium has been found to improve blood sugar levels, insulin sensitivity, and other diabetes risk factors? And research shows that maintaining a high intake of magnesium can lower the risk of heart disease, stroke, and other cardiovascular issues. Blue spirulina is also an excellent source of gamma-linolenic acid, which has been shown to provide beneficial effects in the treatment of both diabetic neuropathy and diabetic nephropathy. And a study published in the journal Menopause found that gamma-linolenic acid supplementation helped postmenopausal female participants reduce their blood pressure and body fat. Overall, scientific evidence suggests that consuming this blue algae may also help to improve your digestion, strengthen your immune system, and protect against certain forms of cancer. And animal studies show that spirulina supplementation may significantly reduce fasting blood sugar levels for type 2 diabetics. What may be the most powerful blue food for your arteries? And why does it start off in the red? We'll explain. That's coming up next. Now, if you don't want to have to say, "What's up?" to your doc, you should eat more of number 2, blue carrots. Sometimes called indigo carrots, their blue tinge is due to carotenoid pigments, particularly anthocyanins. These powerful flavonoids give blue-colored carrots higher antioxidant capacity than orange and yellow carrots. And studies show that indigo carrot anthocyanins help to reduce artery-damaging oxidative stress, while also aiding gut health. Anthocyanin-rich foods, like indigo carrots, have also been found to aid eye health. In fact, indigo carrots offer a good amount of the carotenoid lutein, which is sometimes called the eye vitamin. Lutein has been shown to increase blood circulation to the retinas of your eyes, which can help to reduce your risk of age and diabetes-related macular degeneration. And blue carrots are a good source of extra polyphenol antioxidants, including chlorogenic acid and caffeic acid, along with other carotenoids, including beta-carotene, camphorol, and quercetin. Their anti-inflammatory powers provide protection against cardiovascular and neurodegenerative diseases, and they can reduce the risk of certain forms of cancer. They have also been shown to reduce the risk of developing diabetes. Plus, carrot carotenoids can decrease vascular inflammation, which lowers the risk of arterial plaque buildup. The European Journal of Nutrition even found that regularly eating carrots can modify cholesterol absorption and bile acid excretion, which provides increased cardiovascular protection. Indigo carrots also contain other diabetes-fighting, heart-aiding antioxidants, including vitamins A, C, and K1, manganese, and potassium. And of course, carrots are another wonderful source of dietary fiber, which helps to slow digestion and the introduction of sugar into the bloodstream. Well, it's finally time to take a close look at our favorite artery-aiding, glucose-stabilizing, blue-colored food. But why is it red? Well, let's take a close look at number 1, red cabbage. Yes, this cabbage is red, or sometimes purple, but once it's cooked, it turns blue. Sautéing red cabbage evaporates off certain acids, which creates the change in color. But if you find this to be a bit odd, don't worry. Simply add some acid back into your meal with vinegar or lemon juice, and that will bring your cabbage back to its original reddish-purple hue. However, don't be afraid of blue cabbage. In fact, its blue color gives you those all-powerful, artery-protecting anthocyanins, which helps to give red cabbage higher antioxidant capacity than green cabbage. Studies show that consuming anthocyanin-rich foods, like red cabbage, are linked to lower blood pressure and a decreased risk of heart disease. In fact, the journal Circulation found that young and middle-aged women who regularly eat foods high in anthocyanins can have up to a 32% reduced risk of heart attacks. Meanwhile, red cabbage gives you a wide array of other heart-healthy, diabetes-fighting antioxidants, including vitamins A, C, and K, plus folate, potassium, and pyridoxine. Did you know vitamin A from plant sources are carotenoids that can aid eye health, especially for older diabetics at risk for macular degeneration? And pyridoxine, aka vitamin B6, promotes brain health and reduces the risk of developing Alzheimer's disease. Plus, red cabbage is an excellent source of the antioxidant sulforaphane, which has been shown to reduce the risk of plaque formation in the arteries. It may also lower the chances of developing some forms of cancer. And naturally, red cabbage is a wonderful source of both soluble and insoluble fiber, which not only helps to slow digestion and your body's insulin response, it also works to reduce gut inflammation while improving gut function. So, for your arteries, your blood sugar, and your gut health, get blue with red cabbage.